Ant took a big step backwards in this series.
Oh.
Yeah, he hasn't been the dog that we know him to be, and I don't know why he's dialed it back so much. Because when he played against LeBron and Luka, he was picking up Bron and Luka full court. He was shoving Bron in the chest. I don't see none of that energy for SGA. If I could be all the way honest, Ant looking like he got a little scared of SGA.
Conference finals are a little bit lopsided, with each series sitting right now at 3-1. Let's start in the East, Rodney. What team does this look better or worse for?
That's an interestingly phrased question. I think this looks really bad for the New York Knicks. You know I'm a Knicks hater, right? You know I don't like the Knicks, but I'll say this. The way their roster is constructed, they should be having a lot more success in this series. I feel like they have two legitimate stars, kind of superstar in Cat and Brunson. I granted, Cat can be very frustrating at times for Knicks fans. He does a lot of weird stuff, but he's from Jersey, so I got to be mindful of what I say. But I feel like the reason the Knicks are not having a lot of success is because Tom Thibodeau does not know how to manage this roster. And he overplays a lot of his guys. And then when he needs secondary lineups, he doesn't know how to weave in his star players or his ancillary pieces to allow the Knicks to have success on offense. And I think all things combined, it does not bode well the way he's coaching for this Indiana Pacers team, because they're so up and down. You got to exert a lot of energy, and Thibodeau's just putting his guys in a bad spot.
Yeah, I'm going to say I think it looks better for the Pacers, to be honest. I feel like this is a team that's been trying to get over the hump the last couple of years. Tyrese Haliburton is really proving to be a superstar in this league. I mean, what did he have? A 32-point triple-double last night. No turnovers. He made history doing that. And honestly, I feel like he's kind of turning into this villain that you want to root for, right? Like from the Reggie Miller choke, he did the Brunson three celebration, but you know that he's gonna step up and he's gonna be clutch to close out games, and so you root for him. Like, I don't know. I think it's better for the Pacers. I hope they go on to win it all, to be honest, because I really think that organization needs something like that.
Yeah, he's a great antagonist. I like Tyrese Haliburton. I didn't realize that he was going to develop into this kind of player. There are things about him that most people don't like that I find fascinating. He also, though, is someone who is a bit of a milkman, so I don't know how you feel about that. But Tyrese is proving himself to be no less than a top 5 point guard in this league. And the way that he impacts the game with a style of play that is not necessarily beautiful, it don't look the best, but it's so effective and at times can be really efficient, is interesting. The Sacramento Kings got to be shooting themselves in the foot. Like, yo, I can't believe we let this guy go. You lose De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Haliburton, and now your point guard is, I don't know who. What a setback for that organization. But Tyrese got the Pacers cooking. Miles Turner has been hooping as well. And Pascal Siakam, I got to give him all the credit in the world, too, because he is a dog. He's been All-NBA a couple of times. Every time he's been All-NBA, I've been like, Pascal Siakam, why? And now I get it. I get it. Respect, brother.
All right, let's go to the West now. Same question.
Yeah, Ant took a big step backwards in this series. He hasn't been the dog that we know him to be, and I don't know why he's dialed it back so much. Because when he played against LeBron and Luka, he was picking up Bron and Luka full court. He was shoving Bron in the chest. I don't see none of that energy for SGA. If I could be all the way honest, Ant looking like he got a little scared of SGA. If we can be honest. I don't know where that energy, that tenacity has gone, and I'm disappointed because for me, I thought this was his opportunity to really, really cement himself as the face of the league going forward. And if anything, we're seeing that it's SGA. SGA got that thing by the cojones. You hear what I'm saying? I'm disappointed.
41 minutes, 16 points, that's not enough to do anything, let alone try to take down OKC. Yeah, to answer the question, I think it looks worse for the Timberwolves, specifically Anthony Edwards. Like, he needed to step up a lot more than what we're seeing him do. And I don't know why it is, but I even said this when we've had conversations about this in previously in the playoffs, that I felt like the Timberwolves would beat themselves. And that's what we're seeing. I don't really know what's going on.
Well, there's a couple things. Finally, Rudy
What?
Gobert has come back to earth.
Oh my God.
He's finally no. Get his bum ass off the floor. He can't rebound. If you're 7'5" and you can't grab a defensive rebound, I think that's a problem. But I won't focus solely on him because really we all know this is about Ant Edwards. If Ant plays even 60% of what we expect from him in game 4, the Minnesota Timberwolves win that game. It was right there for them to win. And Ant just, for whatever, at times I forgot he was on the floor, which is crazy. He's not even popping off the screen. Where's the athleticism? Where's the defensive prowess? Where's the energy? He's supposed to be the heart and soul of that franchise. And in game 4, man, what a letdown. What a huge letdown. You had SGA's little cousin. Little cousin showing up and showing out. Where you at, big dog? Yeah, I expected a lot more from this Timberwolves team.
Okay, so it seems like we're going to see the Pacers and the Thunder take on each other in the finals of those two teams. Who do you got? I mean, I feel like it's going to be explosive. It's going to be great basketball. I will say that. I think it might be. You don't think
it might be a sweep. It might be a sweep. If the Oklahoma City Thunder put Lou Dort on Tyrese Haliburton, it's over. I just like Tyrese, all that all that. I don't think that's going to bode well against the Oklahoma City defenders. I don't care if your daddy is in the arena or not. Tyrese Haliburton's game is funky, it's effective, but when you put real dogs like an Alex Caruso, like I said, like a Lou Dort, even like it's going to look very different. It's going to look very different. Right now, he's going up against a decent defender in Mikal Bridges and having a lot of success, but Mikal is not a physical defender. He's a rangy defender. And so Tyrese is basically playing against a mirror of himself. But when you put strength and girth and size and foundation against Tyrese, I don't think it's going to look quite as cute.
You did mention John Haliburton. I was very surprised that his suspension was rescinded there. I was shocked.
I like when we can make adjustments on the fly. I like when we as a society can be like, you know what, we got that wrong, and we in real time course correct. I think that's dope. Yeah, let this man be in the arena. He don't got to be courtside. He could be up in the suite.
He was kind of high. He was a little high up.
Yeah, he was in the suite, which is where he should be. All right, yeah. You got him chained up like a little puppy. It's nope, down, stay there. But yeah, it's good that he's back in the arena to watch this run that his son has been on. I can't imagine having a son having this much success, and I'm not allowed to be there and witness it firsthand while I still have breath in my body. Yeah, we got to be able to make an adjustment, just so they can enjoy this on a spiritual level. I can only imagine what this is doing for him. Who you got in the finals though?
I'm going Indiana.
You crazy as hell. Okay. You crazy.
I have seen Haliburton do things that I never thought I was going to witness this postseason.
We gonna see. We can let's make a bet. Whoever team loses gotta have more of a side part than you got right now on the other side. We gotta flip the side part. You got a new look going on. I had to comment on it because it's a new thing. You got the
when my hair gets oily. You see, it's so oily. I need to wash.
Why don't you take a shower? Yeah. Why don't you wash your ass?
Anyways.
All right, y'all let us know your thoughts in the comment section about all things NBA playoffs. Are the Knicks being down 3-1 a reflection of them just not being good enough, or are the Pacers that good? And the same thing in the Western Conference. Do you feel like Ant Edwards is not showing up, or SGA is just that cold? Looking forward to your comments. I'm going back and forth with y'all too, because y'all be saying some wild stuff in the comment section. All right? I'm going back and forth.